Okay, the next variable for meeting family functions is resources. To start, this can be a diagnosis for a child with a disability can be a really scary time for the parents and the family in general. Their whole life can maybe feel like it's being turned upside down, and if they don't know about the diagnosis or know anything about the illness or the ailment that the child has or the disability that the child has or what it means for their family, it can be really scary and confusing. And a lot of the times, these families with individuals with disabilities have no idea the resources that are available to them. And I think that that's the best tool you can give a family with disabilities is support groups and different therapists and play groups for their kids. Um, a lot of the times these families are really scared of judgment, and they tend to kind of shut themselves off from the outside world because they don't really know how to communicate themselves without judgment. And I think it's so awesome once they get in a position where they are part of a group and they realize that they're not the only ones. As a special education teacher, I think it's so important that you yourself are informed of all the resources available for all sorts of different disabilities. And I think it's really important that you offer that to the parents and make sure that you can really answer questions for them because, quite frankly, you might be the only one that they're talking to that has any prior knowledge on any of it. So I think that that's really, really important. Also, resources, those can tend to affect like the economic part of the components of family functions. Some of the therapies that they may need can cost a ton of money, and that also puts a financial strain on the family, and which can cause stress. And the way that that's dealt with can really affect the family's whole attitude as a whole. Everything from spirituality to affection can all be affected by finances and all of that kind of thing. So resources is a really big deal because if you can find affordable resources and even like free, there's a ton of parent meetings and kid interaction things, and just make sure as a special education teacher, I just want to be sure that I am well aware of all the resources available for a plethora of different disabilities. That way I can inform parents the best way I can